Hello, this is Spidey1958 and welcome to my Let's Play Industrial Automation. You may not be able to tell it from in here, but I have upgraded the Minecraft 1.1 with Buildcraft 3 and pretty much everything is working. I'm going to show you some of the changes I had to make because of mods missing or just general changes. And pretty much I kept it as close to the original world as possible. I didn't have to change that much, except for the fact that I had a large chunk that was between these two buildings that was corrupted. So I had to delete that chunk and basically rebuild the fronts of these two buildings. Other than that, it was pretty much some minor fixes here and there. The first fixes is, since Advanced Machines isn't updated, what I'm using is the standard macerator, but I have a upgrade that basically lets me use medium voltage current, 4 overclockers, and an energy storage upgrade. And I did that for both the macerators in here. My workshop, I just put back in normal everyday machines. I haven't done any upgrading on them, though I probably will. But I figured I'd actually do that part on camera. And now if we go out here, and up here on the roof, you remember bucket filler was one of the mods that has not updated yet. So I got rid of all that stuff that was here and basically moved those 4 water mills over to here. And basically this is nicely generating power for me. I also, the H lights that I was using before hasn't updated yet, so I pretty much standardized on the same lighting system you saw me install last episode in my other building over here. So that's pretty much the changes for these two buildings. And of course the gold making machine does not work at all in the new Equivlent Exchange. It's much harder to make diamonds and as we go along and I start doing more of that, I'll explain some of the new stuff in some of the future episodes, but it is considerably more difficult now. And if you notice here, before we had a bucket filler. So what I did was the same setup that we have on the roof to supply buckets to the water mills is basically running here. I have it running slower than up there because I really don't need the buckets at the speed that those do. So this supplies buckets for both my water power cells and for making my is it humus? No, bog earth. Bog earth is what I need the buckets for. And that. Another change is trees now drop apples, and the forestry knows enough to pick up the apples that they're coming in from my system too. So I'm actually getting apples as part from my tree farm, which is sort of neat. And I basically redid my overflow chests a little. Equivlent Exchange, I actually have some use for these cactus and saplings if I don't use them other places. And pretty much everything else is the same. The only major bug I've found so far, though I've updated a couple of modules 2 or 3 times today, is that if you put a power pipe next to a stone transport pipe or waterproof stone transport pipe and turn it on, it will crash your world and you won't be able to get back into it. I discovered that one the hard way and have noted it to the current maintainer of that mod that it is doing that. So hopefully there'll be a fix for that soon. Other than that, I pretty much didn't have any real problems with converting. Let's go ahead, and I'm probably still on peaceful because I was doing so much testing, and I'm still in cheat mode here. So let's go ahead and get this off cheat mode. And my mouse is being a little picky on me, so I'm having some problems clicking. Okay. There we are. And let's go ahead and sleep to make it day. Okay. I haven't done any tweaking on this, so the frame rate may be a little off. It seems to be a little bit more restrictive on my frame rates than the previous was. So we'll see how that goes. But I haven't noticed the strange lag low that I was getting, so hopefully that's fixed with all the new mods and that. Okay, if you remember last episode, what I said we were going to do is go ahead and start lava pumping in from a volcano. And I've gone ahead and found the volcano and set up a teleporter between here and there. So let's go out and start setting up the pump system. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off the map here to see if that helps with any of the and it helps a teeny bit with the frame rate. Okay, here's our lava source. So let me get out some good old General Cobble here. I'm going to go ahead and surround this. Whoops. You do sort of have to watch those teleporters, because sometimes you do randomly teleport if you step on it by mistake, because it doesn't know you did it by mistake. Whoops. And it wouldn't be an episode if I didn't misclick at least once. Okay. And let's go ahead and stick one there temporarily. Get out our standard pump. Oh, and I did forget something. But we should be able to take care of that out here. So let's go ahead and put our pump down. And I should have in my bag of tricks here. Oh, it looks like I didn't get it back. So we will have to run back. So let me go ahead and pop back quick. I of course forgot the redstone engines that I requested. And I should have up here teleport pipe, and there should be a request logistics pipe. Keep meaning to when I clean up my inventory, I keep taking those out, and I mean to keep those in my inventory so I have a requester. So now we should be able to request something if I forgot anything else. So let's go ahead and head back out. Okay. Leap up on top here. And we'll get out our redstone engines and torches. let's get out our pipe and waterproof teleport. And we're going to go ahead and set the frequency on this one to 2. I don't think we've used 2 yet for liquids. Nope. Okay. And do I have some torches here in my bag? Yep. Just because I don't want monsters wandering in through the teleporter, which they can do. I'm going to go ahead and put some light sources around here. Won't stop them from wandering up the hill, but at least they shouldn't spawn right here next to it. Okay. So let's get back to the base now. And I think we're going to go ahead and put our lava tanks over here for the time being. So let's go ahead and put down our teleport pipe there. Those there. Set this to frequency 2 and receive. And now we need to go make some actual tanks. And that's what I forgot to put back in this room, is a requester system and a workbench. So we'll go ahead and request those while we're over here and get those going too. So the first thing I think I'm going to need is 64 glass. And then we'll need an automated crafting table. A chest. That should work. And a teleport pipe. And if I remember right, we already have I don't remember we had one set up there. Let me check back here. Oh, let's go ahead and actually no, we don't need a teleport pipe because we have it already set up over there. We just need some normal pipes. So let me go ahead and order some normal stone pipes up. Whoops. And not all the textures are updated, and I did fix a couple that were giving us issues, like this one here. So the main one that I don't have yet good textures for is the new Equivlent Exchange, 1 or 2 items in IC2 and Forestry. So, and I will post the new mods I have. I'm also probably going to post this world as soon as I find a place to do it, along with all the configuration files, the 1.1 version, so that you guys can look at it and play with it on your own. So, But let me go ahead here and order some normal stone pipe. 20 should be enough. And while we're waiting for that, we might as well go ahead and make our tanks. And there are our pipes. And let's go across the way. Whoops. I think we're right. I don't know if this pipe will actually work for this, but we'll find out. Doesn't, I'll get the right pipe. I am finally beginning to keep track of what's what, though I'm still known to screw up occasionally. Okay. Now let's go over here and put our tanks down. And see if this actually works. Oh, and I'll request hang on, let's request it says it was successful. Let's see if it actually makes it here to the box. There we go. Okay, next while the lava is going, let's see how we're doing on power here. A fair amount there. So let's go ahead and build our mass fabricator and get it going. So if we bring up our NEI here, and we're going to need a Lapitron crystal, 2 advanced circuits. Now, we're going to have to go back to our shop because we're going to need the compressor. So let's go ahead and go back to there. And let's go ahead and sleep and make it day so we don't have zombie noises of that disturbing us. And let's get crafting here. Let's see. We're going to need 2 machine blocks. We're going to need 4 raw carbon mesh. For mixed metal ingots. Two regular circuits. Let's see, 4 glowstone. I believe 8 lapis lazuli. 8 of those, and I don't remember what else was in the recipe. Four more glows. Oh, how could I forget the Lavatron crystal? So we're going to need a diamond, eight redstone, six more lapis, two normal circuits. I think that's it. Oh, and four more glowstone. Okay. Oh, I only got one of those. Yeah, I've noticed that occasionally some of the stuff takes really long time to come through if it has to be crafted in multiple stations. I'm not sure how to fix that. And I missed my advanced machine already. Okay, let's go ahead and make our crystal. I think this is right. Yep. I think this is and let's check the recipe here again, because I have obviously no memory today. Oh, all we need waiting on is the compressor. And I think next episode I will put some upgrades in these and show you how to build those. Now most of the stuff I actually just rebuilt. Some of it, the more expensive items, I did actually TMI in the replacements since I had already built the originals. But for the most part, I just built the new stuff. So I guess it's NEI now, since it's NEI that I use, not TMI. Okay, so we go ahead and make our machine blocks first. And there we have our mass fabricator. So to hook this fellow up, I'm going to need, let's see, I probably have it in here. Another teleporter pipe, a supplier logistics pipe, and we're going to need a provider pipe, aren't we? And I need 2 glowstone, I think. Okay. I think that should be what we need, so let's go ahead and go get this hooked up and running. So first of all, we'll get a supply set up here. And we'll grab half a stack of scrap. Okay, now let's run over to the other side. And actually, let's request a couple more things here. Let's request a chest, a redstone engine, and do I have any basic wooden pipes? Yep. And let's, just so we have room for some other machines, let's go ahead and set our mass down right here. Get our supplier pipe out. You have to put it under it or it won't go into the right spot. So and set this for 8. Switch on true. And we can go ahead and hook this up now while we work on the next step. And let me go ahead and turn that sound down. I obviously forgot to turn off sounds as an option. Okay. And next we're going to go ahead and drill our standard hole down here. And I don't remember where I first got the idea from. I'm sure it was from somebody's video of putting the redstone engines that are running all the time under the floor. But I really do like it. It does tend to make things a lot neater. Okay, go ahead and put down our wooden pipe. Put down our box. Chest. As you can see, we're already producing a fair amount of UU matter, which will probably keep up until we drain this out here. It looks like we have about a little under 4 million, which would give us about 24 UU matter as long as our scrap keeps up. So, lots of neat stuff we'll be able to do with that. And it looks like our lava's coming in. I just realized something. Let's try something here. Let me request a couple things. Let's see. Let's request a generator. Two of those. Oh, I don't have something set up to make that, so we'll do that, and we'll need two of those. That's going to be expensive. Now my diamond making machine to turn gold into diamonds does still work, but the only recipes really, you can turn iron to gold, iron to diamonds, or iron to gold, gold to diamonds, and diamonds back to gold and iron, and gold back to iron. But cobblestone and all that, you can no longer use the philosopher's stone in the workbench. The philosopher's stone is a lot weaker than it was previously, so, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. And I'm also going to need two of those. And two more of those. Oops, I just realized the problem with the way I have this set up. We'll get that fixed in a little bit here. So I don't want a provider pipe on there, because then it will see stuff that's in that chest as stuff that can be ordered, which I don't want. So I'll have to swap that pipe out at some point. And we're again going to need two of those and two of those. I have a lot of redstone engines in stock because of all the ones I took out of the bucket system. The Redpower version of the system is much more elegant. I don't know that it's any less resources, because those machines are a little bit more expensive, but okay. me check our recipes here. So we need 2 empty cells, we have the 4 glass, and 2 refined iron. So let's go ahead and request 2 empty cells and 2 refined iron. And while we're waiting for those, we'll go ahead and oh, that's right. Do we want these to be controlled? I think we actually want to do these a little bit different. So let me see if I have some red wire in stock and a lever. Oh, it did take my other order. Okay, let's go ahead and make our generator here. And let's see if this will work. I think it will. Let me grab some. Oops, I didn't grab the wire. Actually, I wonder if we can do this. Yep, that looks like that'll work. So let's go ahead and put down our 2 engines. Why are there 3 pipes hooked up to frequency 2? Oh, unless it's counting this one. Okay. And we'll go ahead and give this one here a whack. And works pretty as you please. So let's go ahead and clean up our mess here. And I think I can just put a, I don't know if I can, yeah, I think I can just put a plate on there. So let's see if I have some here in my, yep, let's go ahead, put you away. Yep. So now we can switch that on and off as we like. Well, except this second one isn't going. Now, why is that? Strange. Well, let's go. Oh, I got myself into a place that's probably going to be a little bit difficult. Oh, no, not that bad. Okay, let's get another wire here. And while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and let's sit down our geothermal right there. Well, I guess I did have more wire. Shouldn't have needed that, I would think, but that fixed it, so I won't complain. Whoops. Ah. Jumping all over the place. And while I'm thinking about it, let's build one more device here, which I'll have to look up. So I'm going to need some high voltage. Okay, so let's get some refined iron. And we're going to need some rubber. I'm not sure how much, so we'll go ahead and get 8 should be enough. And you notice one of the changes is the display updates as soon as you request stuff, which is great for me who's always misclicking and forgetting if I clicked and stuff like that. So hopefully that will prevent me from doing quite so much of it, not clicking after I select something, but I wouldn't bet on it knowing me. So let's go ahead, and our rubber's here is first of our iron. Okay. Okay. And we also need a lever and 2 redstone. And actually we're going to need a second lever. So if we stick a lever here, redstone here and here, and our cable here and here, we get our EU splitter cable. And did I, after saying that about not screwing up requesting levers, did I screw it up? Oh, that time it worked. Oh, there was already one there. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over here. I think we're going to go ahead and put it right here. Put our EU splitter here. And let's put our lever right above. And that didn't work. I was hoping that would work. Oh, I know what we need to do, I think. And of course, my usual tendency to get over rambunctious with the drill. Now let's try putting down our lever. That didn't work either. I suppose I can put the lever right on it. Let's see what happens if I just stick a redstone torch under it. That works. What happens if I put a lever under it? That doesn't work. And my lever fell down there, of course. let's try this. Shouldn't it work? If the lever's not working, but we'll go ahead and try this. Nope, didn't think it'd work. Let's go get one more wire here. Actually, let's go ahead and try it this way. Well, we'll do it a cheating way then, since we know the redstone torch works. We'll go ahead and put down a redstone torch, put down a lever next to it. Well, of course that won't work because we have to activate that block. Yeah, that's not going to work. Give me a minute here and I'll see if I can figure out something out. Okay, I'm back. Sort of strange the way I finally did make it work. But basically the switch turns on and off the torch, and the torch turns on and off the signal splitter. So there's probably a more elegant way to do it with a circuit or something, but this works. And I can hide the cable by doing that. So let me grab a couple blocks here to finish that up. And let's go ahead and let things charge up here. Okay. So we should be basically producing our matter at a reasonable rate here. And it looks like we got about 35 out of there. So we'll go ahead and let that charge up. And I think I can also put a lever. Let me see, I have another lever, I think. I can't remember. Can we put a lever on the machine and turn it on and off? I believe that works. So let's go ahead and wait till this gets done with its piece here. Okay, and yep. So we'll go ahead and leave that charging and leave that off for the time being. And I think that's a good wrapping up place for this episode. So as always, if you enjoyed the episode, go ahead and give me a like or leave a comment. And if you dislike it, give it a dislike, that's fine too. If you're enjoying the series, go ahead and subscribe. And it seems like I've successfully upgraded to 1.1 with all the with Buildcraft 3. I didn't see any problems except for a slightly lower frame rate. So hopefully we'll be able to continue on from here without any more additional problems. So until next time, have fun playing Minecraft.